Hello there. This is the second episode of my playthrough of ATMBHA, ATMBHA. Let's just. This is directly from where we left off last time, and let's just continue. Let's just get right into it. I wasn't expecting this. I really hate you. Wonderful start for the episode. Okay, let's begin this case. As of all the mysteries I have to solve to catch you, the mask. If I can stop you, I won't let you go. So let me explain to you quickly what happened. I know the person who owns the bar. It's one of my friends. His name is Denlo Nerd. So we got into a little room with two of his friends. Did someone just react? What? Huh? So, what do you mean did someone just react? Huh? Oh. One named Neil, and the second one I don't know. Sorry. Of course. That's me. I don't know if that's the voice I did for him last time, but I think that's close enough. Hi, Mr. Angkor. Actually, it's Abkor. Devil good news. Two of my enemies. I swear this is a joke. Abkor. You don't seem to like the present. I calmed down since earlier, but it's me who has to be angry. That's so mean. I don't know what the bailiff was doing, but okay. So please, can you continue? Me neither. I don't know about the name of that witness. So he gone in order to drink the new beer he invented. He invented a new beer? Wow. While we were drinking, something weird happened to me. What do you mean? I started to sleep. Weird. And did the same thing happen to you, Miss Biason? Who are you? What? Can you please just answer the question? No, nothing happened to me. Just after I drank, I left the bar. I heard about the attack just right now. When I woke up, there was Mr. Nerd lying on the floor with a knife in his chest. Do we know who Mr. Nerd is? Do we have their profile? We do not have Mr. Nerd's profile here. I called the police. And they thought that this was the act of the dealing organization. Wait a second. What about the third person who was with you? I truly don't know what happened to them. And they weren't there when I woke up. That's weird. I'm sure the third person is the mask. Probably, but who are they? We need more information from your testimony, both Miss Biaston and Mr. Upcore. Now that your cross-examination, I've tried to find your favorite contradiction. Of course. Is there a real adult in this courtroom? If the defense wants to, may proceed with its cross-examination. Please, can you repeat your testimony? That's valid. I arrived at the bar and met Denlo. We got into his cellar with two of his friends, Neil and another person. We drank the new beer he made. After Cantor left the bar, I fell asleep. When I woke up, Denlo was lying on the floor and the third person left the place. Thank you for this testimony. I think you're the best witnesses I've ever heard in my life. That's better if I don't answer. By the way, it seems that someone reacted to a statement. I can present their profile then. Proceed to your cross-examination. There's actually an audio. There's actually a sound effect here. Is it nail up floor?
Objection.
Okay. What is the problem, Mr. Abko? You see, there is something wrong with this statement. What? Actually, the third person wasn't with us when we arrived. Well, because he was already in the room. Oh, I'm sorry for this confusion. This is not a confusion, this is a lie. I don't see why you said that person was with you, whereas that's false. And we're back. Why does it matter that this guy was already in the room, huh? This detail certainly makes the difference. How the fact that the mysterious man was already in the room can change anything. Think about the case globally. There's a really important detail that you're forgetting. And this is in relation with Byason. Something really important in relation with Byason. Oh, would it be? Oh, lies have an explanation. So let me explain to you why Miss Byason lied. And we're back. It's always the witness who is the bad guy with you. No, it's always the killer and the accomplices who are the bad guys with me. This lie was relevant because... Videotape?
Take that.
Oh, is it these things?
Take that.
We almost forgot it, but you sent the young Bill Wyers in the prosecutor's office. That's right. You got in the bar not a long time before 8 AM, so you necessarily took the boy in the bar. Actually, Bill Wyers was the third person. Oh. What do you mean? That's... I agree with the judge here, like, what, huh? What happened? That's ridiculous. They would recognize that it was a child even if they didn't say him clearly. I must admit, he was small. I'm small too. No. Actually, Denlo Nerd was another card played by the mask in the Game of Mysteries. He was certainly aware of the plan and was forced to play it. But finally he was killed because he was probably linked to the corruption. That's the reason why Miss Byason lied. To hide this fact. Leave me the... How do I voice act censorship? Oh, I know. Leave me the censorship alone.
Objection.
What a brilliant deduction from such a little lie. But I'm afraid you can't prove anything. We just have to call the young Bill Wyers to the stand if this is possible. Oh, that's a good point. And may we, Your Honor? The court will enter in a recess of 1 hour then. It's already 6 PM, Mr. Hutt. Wow. That's... Didn't they start the trial, like, somewhere a little after the morning? God damn. We'll stay until tomorrow if necessary. I don't want this killer to escape again. The defense is right. The judge who helped to unmask the mask. I understand why he's doing that. Court is adjourned. That's not because in all the previous not guilty verdicts you want that the killer was found, that... You have to do that. Let the police do their job. Yes, but if I can solve this mystery and uncover the masked identity, why would I limit my work to defend? Even if the people in corruption are bad, their lives are endangered, so if I can stop this serial killer, I'm not trying to play the hero or the amazing detective. All I want is to help if I can do something. The undetermined courage is implied, and tragedy. I know I wasn't not going to say that you're like me in the beginning of my career. I can do the impossible, boss. It's not the youth which will stop me. I know. But the wisdom is with me, and I feel that the mask will be a terrible opponent if you find who they are. There was a silence during the rest of the pause, and the trial resumed. Okay, that was a quick recess. I like that, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, let the trial continue. God, the witnesses are there.
Unfortunately.
Is Bill Wires able to testify, prosecutor?
Yes, he is, and he's ready to take the stand. By the way, please accept this photo of the crime scene that I took during a short investigation.
Okay, I have nothing to say to that.
I also took this black piece of fabric with a blood stain on it.
Interesting. And would this evidence come from the victim's dresses?
No, Mr. was dressed with white.
Maybe the masked dresses when he was in disguise? Black piece of fabric. I'm sure this boy will be more mature than these two guys.
That's especially why this innocent boy will be more instructive than these two people. Please, bailiff, can you call Bill Wires to the stand?
I hope this won't be too hard for him. Wait. What? What? Oh!
Are you fine, Bill?
Why does he use Shuichi Saihara's sprites from Danganronpa V3? You know, believe it or not, this is actually the second case that I played that uses a Danganronpa V3 sprite set for one of their characters. The first time was the fourth case of Bitch Attorney. I might someday replay that on this channel. It will be okay, thanks.
Okay, then let's begin. First of all, I would like to know where you have been kidnapped.
Okay. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous.
That's understandable.
I was playing outside with my friends, and when I was going home, someone attacked me.
Could you see who it was?
No, sorry.
Wait, we don't have his profile here for some reason. Does he even have one?
I'm wondering why the mask kidnapped him. Was it just by chance? Mr. Cry is right. And keep in mind that there is a problem. There is probably a reason why this is Bill Wires who has been kidnapped. When I woke up, I was in a dark place with a cap. Owen asked me to not remove the cap and don't talk. Hey, it was you!
Okay, we got his profile, but what the fuck do you mean H11? There is no way this is an 11-year-old. He's so much taller than Miss Bayasan.
That's surprising from you, Kazabaya-san.
Wait, you knew it?
Don't worry about it and continue.
A while after, 3 people entered in the room.
Oh, so you were indeed in the bar.
Oh, in a bar?
Yes, indeed. What happened next?
I don't know why, but they gave me apple juice. Oh no. I doubt that was apple juice.
Apple juice? Why? It was to make them believe that the third person was drinking beer just like them.
Oh, never mind. It was actually just apple juice. Never mind then. What? I feel sad for him. He doesn't understand anything.
Please continue.
I immediately fell asleep.
Sleeping pill.
When I woke up, I was at the hospital and police officers were questioning me. I truly don't understand what happened.
That's a lot of information. Okay, there is the problem with the sleeping pill. Why someone, likely Mask, would put a sleeping pill in Abco's and Bill's glasses. Wait. If no one of the witnesses was in the room or awake, then this indeed means that the killer was from outside.
And how do you explain that the door was locked?
The door was locked.
I don't remember that any witness mentioned it. Is this a locked room mystery we're talking about? I need to get that freaking image. I will make sure that in the future, if locked room mysteries are ever brought up, I will show a certain screenshot regarding locked room mysteries. Yes, Dunlo indeed locked it. So how the killer entered? So the killer was necessarily inside the room.
Wait a second. You mean that the killer can only be Mr. Abcor?
Yes, there's the logical explanation. But this is not the truth. I was sleeping.
But we don't know when you woke up.
What?
A problem, Bill?
No, don't worry. Bill is pale.
Moreover, you were involved in Lost's case.
Is that a joke? You think I did it?
I don't think Bill did it.
What about Biason? Oh wait, no, hold on. If this crime was done by the Mask and Biason was was their accomplice? Okay, yeah, never mind then. No, you started this, gear. You have to stop it by yourself. You really think Miss Biason is dumb?
What do you mean?
Biason is the Mask's accomplice. Why would she give us any information that would lead us to the killer?
You're right.
Good luck to stop the fatality you created.
Actually, she wants to make us believe that the murderer wasn't coming from outside. Wow, finally we found the killer.
Okay, I don't think I have the choice. I wanted to protect you, boy, but it seems I can't. Huh? What are you talking about? I didn't tell you all the truth. May I show you this authentical video took with my phone that I just conveniently happen to have and only brought it up now? You can see in the settings that this video was indeed took by the phone. We don't know if the defense accused me of forging evidence.
Can you just show us this video?
Okay, relax. Wait, can you repeat it for a proof? I'm sorry, he tried to attack me, and I killed him. What? This allegedly 11-year-old boy committed... Okay, well... murder, I think. I was about to say manslaughter for some reason and I got confused. What the hell? I never said that. I was unconscious.
And yet you're on this video.
Objection.
Wait, what? Isn't the Mask the killer?
I'm afraid this means that... No, you're not going to accuse an allegedly 11-year-old boy for being a serial killer.
Objection.
Preposterous. Bill wasn't even born in the period of the tyranny.
What if the Mask's story is no more than a lie? Should we trust a serial killer?
You know the stories of psychopathic killers and all. I didn't do anything, and I'm not a serial killer. What is the story of serial killer, by the way? He was on 2 crime scenes in the same morning. Unfortunately, fortunately, he was unconscious.
Objection.
We don't clearly see the mask's face.
Evidence.
Yes, I think we finally solved this crime. I mean, these crimes.
That was such a missed opportunity for the evidence is everything in a court of law line. So Hud, you want to stop the mask? You cannot let this boy be accused. By the way, there is a contradiction somewhere.
A contradiction, huh? Your Honor, there is a problem. There's always a problem. This is certainly in Bill's testimony. Please, Bill, can you repeat your testimony to clarify one point?
Okay. I still can't believe the fact that they're using fucking Shuichi Saihara sprites for an 11-year-old. While I was going to my home, I was attacked and kidnapped by someone in Kinshaw district. They sent me, according to what I heard, in a bar. Then 3 people came into the room. They gave me apple juice. And I fell unconscious. I woke up in a hospital. I never killed someone or admitted anything.
Okay, this time I'll use an evidence. What evidence did I use?
I mean, like, we have 3 things from the bar, so like, I'm just gonna, you know, I think it might be the newspaper, but if I'm wrong, then it's just a 50-50, so we'll be fine.
Objection.
Got it.
Wait, we forgot one point. ATMBHA sent Bill to the prosecutor with the cloth and the bag. First of all, that would be unlogical if the mask is the killer. Bill was found unconscious in Moncava's office.
But all of this is probably part of the mask plan.
Bill was really unconscious. There's no way he could be the mask unless Biasen hit him for an unknown reason.
Of course I was.
There's something more stranger than that. How did Biasen enter into the room to take Bill?
Oh, leave me alone.
Maybe not, the for one, forced by the mask. If it's the case, she is hiding something.
Okay, I'm just gonna stop to pronounce the letters in your name because I'm starting to be mad. The smiling woman is going to have a reverse smile.
The defense's point is good, Miss Biasen. We're waiting, Miss Biasen.
Okay. I indeed had a key on me. 80, but I don't.
She wasn't joking.
I heard Bill's thoughts from here, but we don't care. I don't know how to voice that. She is certainly saying that there is a video that I think and she's right. This video is enough for a conclusion. I doubt that this video, this one that you're currently watching, someone in the audience, I don't think this video will be the conclusion of this playthrough. I think there's gonna be 3 episodes. Maybe more, but my money is on 3. Wait, what? No.
French people name a situation Okay, I don't speak French, so I'm probably gonna pronounce this wrong. Cul-de-sac. This means that where, or should I say Bill, is very bad.
Impossible. I missed a detail. So, defense. Okay, first of all, can Miss Person please repeat all she did regarding the incident? What?
I don't. This confuses me too much. I can't voice it.
Please, can you stop your trick just for your testimony?
So I can continue it later?
Do what you want and just testify.
Are you a child, ma'am? Shut up! I must make the defense aware that a cross-examination will be useless. Actually, I arrived more early in the bar than I said. Gareth was already aware of the masked plan. I came with the boy and put him in the room. After we drank the beer and the incident occurred, I came back and took the boy. Oh, is that it? Okay, that's it then. That was a rather short cross-examination.
I see.
There's no way someone outside could commit the murder.
Objection.
You could let the door open in order to allow the mask to enter in the cellar. Fair. But the witness is right. Bison.
Congratulations, Hud. I hope you're proud of yourself. Repair your mistake now.
Police would reach the same conclusion, wouldn't they?
I'm not sure, but that's not a problem. Well, actually, yes. Solve this murder.
Okay, let's go. The defendant may proceed to his cross-examination.
I have no guesses here, so I guess we're just gonna press until something comes up. These testimony names.
Hold it.
Hold it.
Around what time did you arrive there?
I would say around 7:15 a.m. to ensure that all was good for the masked plan.
I see. Please continue.
Hold it.
When did you start to imagine this plan?
It's been 2 months, I would say. We had this plan to be perfect. This was the biggest attack against terrorism, to quote the mask. So we contacted Denlo and obligated him to be a pawn in this case.
But finally he was killed anyway.
He couldn't escape his fate anyway. This kinda gives me Kill Bill vibes. What? That's a movie, boy. Don't worry. I was a little shocked myself because I didn't know about this movie before now.
Please continue.
Hold it.
Is it you who kidnapped him?
Now, this is the mask himself. They kidnapped him yesterday in the afternoon. I won't tell you further regarding the kidnapping. You needed to ask me questions.
Okay, but I have an important question. Where was the boy during the night?
I can't tell you. I'm trying to remember, but there was something peculiar with the place I was in. I'll tell you if I remember.
Okay.
By the way, I took this book with me from the place where I was. It's named Story of Flowers, and there was a bookmark at a specific page. Ah yes, we are casually being given random convenient evidence. This don't belong to me.
Interesting.
Okay, we're checking the book now. Chapter 8, Flowers and the Environment. Charles Brooklyn, activist community energy said in his speech about plans and the park. Okay then.
give you more precision, I was locked in a room with a shelf and a few books. I didn't sleep that night. I'm still tired.
I see. Please, Miss Bileson, continue.
Hold it.
That's logical to think that the killer is not Bill, then.
Obviously, I wouldn't tell you anything that would lead to the discovery of the mask's identity. The fact is that there are evidence that prove that the young boy did it. No, please, I didn't do it. I'm only 11, I didn't do it. As I stated earlier, you look way above 11.
I can't deny that we learned interesting information, but now I'm stuck.
It seems that the defense doesn't have anything to say.
I don't understand the logic, like, how would a fucking 11-year-old pull off these master plan locked room mysteries that the mask has apparently been doing? Like, what, in what world does that make sense? Next they're gonna say that he has a fucking death note or something.
I can't let this boy be accused wrongly. He's not the mask. I must at least help him. I'll catch you, the mask. I've said that twice now.
You're more sympathetic when you close your mouth.
Think hard, but
We've got a lot of problems to solve, but currently the most important is how the mask entered. You must try to find how the mask entered in this room.
didn't he enter by the door?
Is that right? Look at the code record, and the answers will come by themselves. I mean, like, we have this photo of the bar. Does it really have anything in there? Wait a fucking minute. Wait. Is that a fucking hole in the wall? Kinda shaped like a keyhole? Or is that like the front door of the bar and I'm just being dumb right now? Either I'm onto something or then I'm just being completely stupid. It's one of those two. I think the mask used a secret passage or something like that. And you can prove it. Oh, well, that's fucking convenient.
The co-counsel is bluffing.
We don't have anything to save this boy, so blah. But seriously, I noticed a strange thing in the evidence. That's why I'm saying that.
Let's analyze the evidence.
It seems that we reached a conclusion. This is like the 17th billionth time I'm saying this. And it seems that we finally reached the truth of this conflict.
I hope this is a nightmare.
Objection.
Where was the shouting sound effect from the background?
Please, Your Honor.
Why was I doing Mitcha throws first?
Please, Your Honor. Give me one last chance.
Oh,
This would be a scandal if a 11-year-old boy is wrongly accused of being a serial killer.
okay.
It will always work.
Well done.
We need an evidence that will unlock the situation.
This feels intentional.
Take that.
Oh, I didn't notice. I would like to point out something on this photo of the bar.
Go ahead.
Holy fuck, was I actually onto something like right before it became relevant?
What do you want to play down on this photo?
Oh my god, is it?
Take that.
Please look at this on the wall. Don't you notice something?
I was actually onto something there, wow.
Sorry, I don't have my glasses.
What the heck is it doing a keyhole here? A keyhole is for a key, and a key is to open something locked.
You learn me something, defense.
Okay, I learn you then that there is probably a secret passage that the mask used. We need to investigate that.
Whoa. Why the hell would the mask use a secret passage rather than just use the door open?
Thanks for this reaction, I didn't ask. The mask's accomplice, trying to prevent us going into secret passage. Reason why my theory is totally true. What is behind that wall, Byason? I know you know it well. Please answer or things will be very bad.
Didn't you understand? I'll never betray the mask. Go see it by yourself.
Okay, since we can't earn time with this really annoying woman, let's send the bailiff.
I can be your lover if you're this lawyer's friend. What?
They just met together today and they already met.
What are you? Huh? I think I missed something.
Okay, please, bailiff.
It's 7:30 p.m. Hut.
Wait a sec, we don't have the key.
There is no way that just took an hour and a half. Yeah, I've been recording for 36 minutes.
And the person who has it is obviously Kata Byason since she had the key of the door. Give us that.
How many breakdowns do you want me to have? Okay, I'll tell you.
Thanks, bailiff, you may go sit down. You're really exhausting.
This is the worst day of my life. When I got back to take Bill, I got to check this room. Yes, this is a secret room. However, there aren't any exits in this room. And I saw a broken flower pot. And we have officially reached the part where this book becomes relevant, I would assume.
A broken flower pot?
That's all. You can go check if you're not happy.
Broken flower pot? Okay. Was there the flower?
No, the flower wasn't there. All that information is great, but we're still stuck.
Yes, we can't do anything.
And you still cannot explain the evidence against Bill. But we're making progress. We think that the mask was there during the murder, so this only evidence is a great help. We just have to make a logical link between it and our case.
Okay, let's think about a logical explanation. The mask is the producer of a mystery. He put clues everywhere. So, why this flower pot would have been broken? If the mask broke it by accident, they would remove the debris, because this would be unintended. But they didn't, so it was intended. The mask probably attacked someone with this flower pot. They attacked someone. Maybe because the person was in the secret room.
Objection!
Bill and Core were sleeping when the mask was there, and the mask wouldn't attack Byason. And if we count Byason's testimony, nobody could escape, except the mask. There's necessarily an explanation, something that I can deduce that will change the case. The mask attacked someone is most possible theory. But Michathro's point is fair. Oh, is this possible that... But how this would change the case?
If you found something, go on. Go and you'll think later.
This isn't what you usually say. Your Honor, I know who was actually attacked. You'll always surprise me, Mr. Hutt.
Do you think you're God? Who was attacked?
Well, Denlo Nurse, I'd assume.
This can only be one person. The victim, Denlo Nurse. What?
But he was that!
This doesn't mean that the cause of the death is the stabbing. We don't have the autopsy report. So the cause of the death may be a head trauma due to the flower pot. This is possible, but what does this actually change? There's still the video took by Mr. Abkor.
There's a clue, Hut. All the truth about the matter of Denlo Nurse is here.
So let's again think about all the evidence. Of course. Your Honor, I'll present an evidence. Actually, this changes all and allows me to understand something. Now I'm going to stop asking you to provide us answers or I'll be thirsty.
Talking about being thirsty, I might take a sip of my water now.
If you have things to submit to this card, just submit them. Allow me to present you something related to the broken pot.
The book, I'd assume?
Take that.
Okay, I guess not.
Take that.
Earlier, the prosecution presented this black piece of fabric found on the crime scene with some blood. That's obviously the victim's blood. No one else was injured. But who does this evidence belong to? I assume you'll provide us an answer, as always. You know me too well. In looking at the witness' different clothes, this evidence is coming from this person.
And like, Bill's literally the only one wearing black. I mean, like, it could be the victim, but we don't have their profile here, so it can.
Take that.
Bill Wires.
What? Actually, that's possible because my shirt is a little red. Convenient. Also convenient how you failed to mention that until now.
But how was it ripped?
I don't know.
Then I'll show you an evidence which explains how Bill's shirt was ripped.
What the heck are we supposed to say here? I don't know the fishing rod.
Take that.
I'm just guessing here.
Take that.
Oh, okay.
By the debris of the broken flower pot.
Which proves that he's the killer.
No, because he would have to get rid of the evidence. The mask doesn't give that much clues. Then how was it ripped by the broken vase? And yet that's pretty simple. The mask sent him to the secret room. He was unconscious, right? He sent him? Yes, and when the mask killed Nurse, his blood splashed a little on Bill's shirt.
That's...
But why the mask sent him there to send him again to the cellar?
Yes, this doesn't make any sense.
Is the solution of the case. Because the mask wanted to make ATMBHA and us believe that Bill is guilty. What do you mean? If Bill was there, he stayed a little time in the secret room. So the Bill Mr. ATMBHA saw wasn't Bill. We don't clearly see Bill's face after all. It was the mask who took Bill's clothes.
What?
What?
This implies that an adult took the clothes of an 11-year-old. I am slightly annoyed by this implication.
What? Prove it. The evidence already has been presented. This is the ripped black fabric with blood. How do you explain that it was ripped by the true weapon of the crime? Bill is innocent in this case. So if I understood well, the mask was already in the secret room and tried to deceive us in accusing Bill. Yes, and the evidence are clear.
Thanks, Mr. Hutt. Really.
No problem.
I'm speechless.
Which is great news.
Do not think I'm your friend, Hutt.
Oh, this is fantastic, but the
All of this is fantastic, but the mask is still fleeing.
That's right. We're stuck. Again. At least Bill was found innocent. I'll never give up.
Oh,
Is there a problem, Bill?
yes, this flower pot. I saw it in the room I was locked in during the night, and I'm sure.
That's interesting.
Oh, and earlier I told you about a strange detail in the room. This is because I saw a beautiful and rare flower that I only saw at my neighbor's home. Again, how fucking convenient. I do love this case. I do love this case. I'm having a lot of fun with it.
A beautiful and rare flower? Wait, that's your neighbor named Paralard.
They're not even trying to hide them anymore. Yes, how do you know her?
Because she died tonight. Oh,
What?
what? I'm sure the mask killed her. The attack did really strongly that day, and they committed 4 murders in one day.
Miss Lars.
We need to solve this. This is probably the first murder the mask committed today.
A case may be hiding another, but I think, as you said, that this is the first murder which was committed. So your last chance to find the mask's identity.
Okay. It's 8:30 p.m. by the way. Last case done. The court will enter in a suspension of 1 hour.
I really want to believe that I could finish this in this episode, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna take a look at the walkthrough to see if this is much longer. Oh wait, no, I would see the fucking answers then. Never mind. I have no way to check yet how long this will be.
Bill must stay here because this case seems to concern him.
Poor boy.
And I hate you all. It's been a while I didn't show my hate.
It really hasn't been that long. At least it hasn't been enough.
Court is adjourned.
I'm gonna try to go fast because I think I might be able to actually get through this in this episode if I'm fast.
Okay, time for the last sprint.
I don't have anything to say that's useless to watch me like that. Mask is the most brilliant murderer I have ever heard of. Yes, they're impressive. Just like you, but even if I'm really tired of this trial.
If I manage to arrest the mask, this will be a total victory for justice.
Rise from the ashes, huh? I had to give a round of applause for such an obvious reference.
Exactly. Who is here? Bill.
What are you doing here, Bill? I would like to thank you again. You helped me when I was accused.
Don't worry, I'm here for that. That's why I want to stop the mask, to avoid these kind of false accusations. Imagine if Bill was sentenced guilty.
So this is court. I didn't know that the lawyer's job was like that.
And yet...
To listen to him, we're in an exceptional case. Our job isn't that tense usually.
Fair.
Ah, okay. I hope you're ready. Oh, and we'll need again your help with the trial, Bill. I'll try. I'm already pretty shocked. I was on 2 crime scenes.
Actually 3, but no need... Actually 3, but no need to tell him that.
Miss Lars. A lot of the victims, we just don't have their profiles. Which, like, I guess they're not really needed, but I feel like it'd be nice to have them here. That's pretty normal to be shocked because of that. Everyone would be shocked. I was totally forgetting that.
You forgot what?
You see, the neighbor mentioned... Oh. Oh, maybe I should have read this. It's a woman named Lard. Yeah.
Yes?
That's me. Wait, what?
Huh? They were waiting, something. Not sure to inform us.
Sorry, I forgot. I was overwhelmed by the file. And anyway, it hadn't any links with the case until now.
He has a point.
I never saw you. I never saw you either.
The Mask is the producer of an incredible movie. It shows his actors from a long time.
But I'll write this story. I was motivated for the end of this trial. I'll stop the mask, and the judicial system will begin its rise.
Let's go for the last act of this trial. I'm motivated to make our judicial system triumph.
The court resumes one last time for the trial of Mr. Oscar Mio. Could you have the time to investigate on Adelar's murder?
Yes, let me explain to you the context of the case, and then the evidence found by the police.
Okay, let's be focused even if it's night.
Adelard died this morning around 5 AM and 6 AM according to the police. The autopsy report isn't ready yet.
There's a serious problem with the autopsy reports of this trial.
Miss Lord died of asphyxia, as the mask loves that she was locked in a room.
To quote a certain someone that is definitely not from my own case.
I've heard the creator of this case is quite fond of locked room mysteries.
The key wasn't found, however.
The mask certainly took it.
According to a witness, Miss Lord wasn't leaving her home since 2 weeks.
Who's this with?
His name is Oscar Miod. Wait, that's you?
I'm sorry, I forgot. Not serious from yours.
Okay.
Miss Lard is a really open person, which is surprising.
The room where she was found in is a room full of flowers. Beautiful flowers, although.
I wonder.
We also found this.
What is this?
The powerful sedative named Poxerfil, which causes a deep coma. The police also found a needle. I judged it was important to take.
A medicine which causes a deep coma. Weird. Please add these elements to Quadra.
I also found a few other elements outside the crime scene, but I didn't judge they were important. I'll present them later if I find it necessary. Let's continue with the case. We don't have any ideas about the weapon of the crime.
The victim died of asphyxia.
I think I told you all. On an unrelated note, I took some kits necessarily for the test.
Okay, thanks.
The defendant told the police that a person was frequently going in the victim's house, and according to the record, you went into her house?
No, I opened the door and asked if anyone was there. I don't know what to say.
I think this deserves a testimony.
I totally agree.
Alright, the defendant must take the stand. Okay, bye. I hate this stand.
So, witness, can you tell us about what you did this night?
Okay, let's go. I'll tell you what happened that night when I got to Miss Lord's home. I couldn't have the time to tell it to the police, so let's go. It's been a few weeks that Miss Lord wasn't leaving her home, but a strange person was often coming. The person gone tonight again. I decided to go check what was happening. When I arrived in front of the door, I shouted if there was anybody, but no answers. I remembered that I heard a noise of a broken glass. I am going to take a wild guess and say that it was the broken flower pot. I am taking this wild guess.
All of this is discovery. Who the heck were you waiting to inform us about all of this?
I'm sorry, I hadn't the opportunity. I indeed heard someone shout if there was anyone in the night, but I obviously didn't answer. Why?
Now what about the broken glass, prosecutor? That's probably that. I found that in the victim's bathroom at the first floor. The crime scene is also on the first floor, by the way.
We accept this evidence.
That's a lot of evidence, but I should keep them all. Where was Bill, Miss Byerson?
Real quick, this case is, like, somewhat reminding me of this other case that I played recently. Not on this channel, but just on my own time. I played Turnabout in the Two Towers. I'm not going to say why this is reminding me of it. You will have to play it yourself. This is spoiler free. Spoiler free advertisement.
Almost forgot about her.
On the first floor.
The same floor at the scene of the murder. And Bill didn't hear any noise of the murder. So the murder was silently committed.
If the defense wants, he may proceed to his usual and exhausting cross-examination.
Okay, let's go again.
Oh, I know. Why the fuck would it be the fucking flower pot? This feels like the important. This feels like the important statement. I don't know, the fucking glass. I'm not sure if that makes any sense.
Objection.
Okay, apparently it makes sense.
Wait, Mr. MVR.
Is there a problem?
Kinda. You stayed in front of the victim's house? But the glass was broken in the bathroom on the first floor. How did you hear a glass break?
But, I mean, I heard him shout whereas I was on the first floor.
That's not the same thing. This was a screen. But the thing which was broken is a little tube.
Oh!
This would be hard to hear that from outside. Oh, that's right.
What do you mean?
If you heard that little noise, then you necessarily were... Wait, what does this mean?
Go ahead, Hud. We need to understand what Oh, shit. Is it actually him? Was Oscar the culprit the whole time? Holy fuck! I'll take a sip of water for that.
Tell us the truth, Mr. MVR. We're here to help you. You were in the house, right?
I reclaim a satisfying answer, defendant.
Lying isn't in your favor, Mr. MVR. You were on the first floor. That's obvious and indisputable.
Okay, you're right. I didn't tell the truth because I'm afraid. I was already accused of murder before and I became paranoid. I didn't want this problem to repeat again. I indeed entered to see if all was happening good with Miss Lark. I heard the noise of broken glass and I opened the door of the bathroom. I didn't see anyone except the glass shards. I bet the mask was in the bathroom well hidden. If the glass shards wasn't removed, the mask voluntarily left this little clue.
But how this can be relevant to the case?
Anyway, we have to find it. Oh, and I think that Mr. Cryan is hiding us more than he said. Something happened in that house.
Are you sure you told us the whole truth, Mr. VR?
I did.
Didn't you hear anything else, Bill?
I'm sorry, Mr. Hutt, no.
Mr. Hutt?
I have to admit.
I'm stuck. I don't think we can do anything. Oh, we had all the elements.
He's right.
I did all of this for nothing. We're definitely stuck.
No, we're not. We have all the elements. We can solve this mystery. Let's try to solve this case by the shared reflection. Let's try to solve this case together. I was doing that sometimes in the past. I'm sure the thing Mio is hiding will be revealed by itself. We need to use logic and the evidence. Now go! We're doing what now?
Very well then. Your Honor, I'll try to solve this mystery with all the elements. You're ambitious. I'm interested. Go ahead then. But I'll intervene if you're telling us nonsense. Don't worry.
Don't be too confident though.
Let's proceed. I have the feeling that the judge is less exhausted than in the beginning of the trial. Go back to the stand.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we have the element. Let's think about all the problems we have. Let's try to understand the murder of ATMBHA. Okay.
I'm trying to think if I recognize the song or not. I'm not sure. The first problem of this case is about the person who was frequently coming into Law's home. Okay. This will be useful for a tutorial.
Before that, we know from Akane that a person was frequently going to ATMBHA's home.
One thing strange is why Lars let a person go in her house.
Maybe she knew the person, and the person waited this morning to commit the murder. Or the master forced the person to play in a plan, just like in Nurse's case.
But still, why?
They could just wait the precise day by going in a place where there was nothing to prepare. If you have any answers, we're listening.
Okay, let me tell you something. When it's green, you have all the time you want. Which is not true when it's red. One thing stressful, you don't know the time you have to answer. Oh, okay, so it's like the ball is in your court from Turnabout Hole. I love that.
But what?
But just focus and don't be hurried. Take the time to think before talking. Now go.
Okay. So if the mask gone to Miss Law's house, it wasn't for preparing the murder.
Okay, this is a 50-50, I'm just gonna say.
Yes. Actually, it was, but there was surely something peculiar.
That was a Danganronpa sound effect. We can use this key later in the reflection. We can't solve the whole case by the first try, but if this key will make sense later.
Okay. By the way, who told us that this person is mad? This could have been a totally different person.
Oh, fuck. Newspaper!
No, the defendant said that it was the same person, and so likely the mask. The murder was committed early this morning. You got a point. I would like to point out something. The person was frequently coming. If they were preparing the murder, they would prepare it at once, no?
It's like if we were checking something.
I don't think we can do something else on this topic.
So let's move on to another.
A lot of things happened that night, but when exactly did the murder occur? Let's try to answer this question. Okay, so we know that Mask kidnapped Bill and sent him to a room in Miss Law's home. We know that after the curious visitor came again, Vio followed them. Vio entered and left the house before Mask. But when the victim was killed? Good question. Actually, I have an answer to submit. It's probably before the arrival of Mr. Vior. He heard the noise of glass break-in. Maybe the Mask destroyed an evidence outside the scene of the crime. But he let the shards for the mystery. Do you think it's possible?
Let's say no.
Yes, but one strange point is that Bill didn't hear anything, and yet he was on the same floor. Yes, but there is this problem in any situation.
You got a point. Oh, I got it.
Mr. Vio?
Maybe the crime scene is on another place. And the killer moved the body.
Why would they? We didn't find anything strange anywhere.
That's not impossible. Distinct.
This would imply they also moved evidence, which is absolutely useless, and would make more noise. But what does that mean? In any way, there would have been noise.
It seems that I'm not in the right perspective. Making mistakes is part of the process of reflection, don't worry.
There is probably another reason why there wasn't any noise. Maybe the murder was silently committed.
Yes?
That's possible. The victim died of asphyxia. Yes, but still, if the victim defended herself, this would make noise. And at least Bill would hear something.
And I didn't hear anything. I stayed awake all night.
How do you explain this fact?
This thing again?
Oh, this makes sense. A poxer pill. The Mask gave the poxer pill to Law and could kill her without any noise.
That's possible.
That would be totally useless. Why not kill Law immediately?
That's right.
Oh, wow, that's weird. There is surely a precise reason why the Mask gave the poxer pill to Law. Another mystery. I don't think we can do anything else on this topic, it seems. Before talking about the modus operandi, let's talk about the evidence found on the crime scene at the meeting. This would need to be useful for the rest of the trial.
Okay, let's proceed.
The prosecution presented us two evidence found at the crime scene. A needle and a poxer pill. In the bathroom, the Mask broke something. If we understand the meaning of this evidence, we'll progress in this case. That's fair. The poxer pill was probably used that night, but we don't know why. But what can we say? I don't think we can explain the needle. You're right. So let's try to understand the meaning of the glass shards. This is an evidence that the Mask tried to get rid of. He broke it in the bathroom. That's probably really important. Possible. But what can we say about this evidence which would help us?
Whoa, what the... What? Liquid? Was it like poison or something?
Since the liquid were found on the glass shards, so the tube certainly contained the liquid. The Mask broke it, and they broke it because the liquid that it contained was important. Well, that makes sense. But what was this thing? What was this thing that important that contained the tube? Good question.
Maybe poison? I mean, like... That's what I was thinking. Huh? It's not?
That's an interesting theory, but no poison was found.
The Mask could have taken it. Maybe the poison caused the asphyxia.
Oh, Let me show you what was probably in this tube.
What the? Wait. Boxer film? What? Oh right, I forgot the time limit. I completely forgot about the fucking time limit there.
The boxer fill. The mask put some boxer fill in the tube. We can test if the liquid matches.
The liquid on the shorts is the same color than this of the boxer fill.
Okay, let me try.
Wait, what do you mean try?
It worked! Ah! Although this doesn't explain why the boxer fill was used. But now we know that it's relevant to the case. Boxer fill was indeed given to Pod a lot, even if we don't know why.
I want to point out something.
Yes?
The mask could directly give the boxer fill by putting it in a tube. That's a detail, but there aren't the details of the mask. You should keep that in mind.
There is still this needle, and that's probably relevant to this case. We can do something to understand this, however. We can test if we find something with your kits, Mr. Jethro. Alright, let me proceed. It will take some time, but don't worry. Okay, then I wait. So, Mr. Jethro? Okay, what I found is pretty unexpected. What did you find? I found stains of boxer fill. What was the boxer fill on this needle?
That was how they gave it to the victim, I'd assume.
That's not all. There was also stains of...
You have officially confirmed my theory, thank you.
Whoa. Wait. The victim was...
Whoa, 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 huh? Injected?
The victim was pricked with the needle.
I guess multiple options worked on that.
That's possible.
But the boxer fill was put in the tube, no? Why doing that instead of directly giving the tube to Miss Hart? That's definitely strange. The mask don't do these things for nothing.
Oh my god, would it be possible that... What has happened in defense? I would like to present something related to this needle.
Broken glass?
The glass shards also contain stains of boxer fill. These evidence probably have a link together.
Oh! Are these things... Are these things a fucking syringe?
What do you mean? Glass shards in the needles can actually be a... What if these two evidence actually are one? A syringe?
Hell yeah!
A syringe? The mask put the boxer fill into the syringe and injected it to Miss Law, and so she couldn't defend herself. That's possible, but still doesn't explain why it was used.
At least we make progress. Why did the mask give the boxer fill to Miss Log?
We understand the meaning of this evidence. Now let's think about our biggest problem. How the murder has been committed. Okay, let's try to figure out how. How the murder was committed, huh? We know that the victim died of asphyxia, but which caused the asphyxia? That's all the problem of this case. Did the victim die because of the weapon put on her neck?
That was way too quick. Wait. Oh, I didn't realize that it progressed even though I didn't answer anything. Okay.
Interesting theory, but the victim would still breathe by the nose. Oh!
That's a clever remark.
So this isn't the way she died. In that case, maybe something on her face. Possible.
This also can be something put in her throat.
Well, there are many possibilities. We can't say precisely how the victim died.
And it seems that you're definitely stuck.
They're still here?
Yes, we can't do
Whoa, 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 whoa. I had no idea what any of that said. It was too squished, and I was panicking.
Actually, we can. The mask was preparing something 2 weeks before the murder. That's not a detail. I know that mask is a weird guy. How can you explain this? Maybe the mask was preparing the murder. The modus operandi. Moreover, thanks to witnesses, we deduced that the mask was like checking something. Maybe they were checking if the victim was dead. What? I understand the judge's reaction. How would this be possible? That seems quite big to me. This can't be related to this. Let me show you something that can be related to this information.
The Poxter pill?
The Poxter pill?
The Poxter pill sent people into a deep coma. Maybe Lot was in the coma during 2 weeks.
Wait, what? What is the interest of doing such a thing?
That's not a detail. All was prepared by the mask since the beginning. The biggest attack against terrorism, to quote Biasen. All had to be perfect. I need to think about all the evidence I have. The truth will appear by itself. I'll take some time to think about all the evidence I have. Was that it?
Don't tell me that. If what I think is the truth, then the mask is very strong in murders. I don't know how this can change this case, but let's go. Your Honor, may I present something? Let me show you something that can explain why the victim was in coma during 2 weeks.
Newspaper? I don't know. I don't know why I said I don't know there.
What? Huddle died in a room full of flowers.
That was her favorite room.
And like this other evidence related to flowers. Plants take the CO2 and give us the O2 thanks to the photosynthesis, but only at light. In the dark, they take the O2 and give us the...
Oh! Okay, this is interesting.
I won't learn you that CO2 is toxic. If Lot stayed 2 weeks in the coma in this room, she would unavoidably die. That also explains why the mask was checking something into Lot's home every night.
Oh, it makes sense now. That's incredible.
That's our modus operandi.
That was one very clever murder mystery trick. Wow.
That's... I'm speechless.
That's... She died because of her passions.
There was some quiet minutes before this. I don't want to insult her. Started to talk.
I don't understand why everyone is shocked. She benefited of corruption. Corruption is a legacy of tyranny which killed innocent children. If justice isn't able to stop them, death will do it. Plus, I think we covered all. It's 10:28 p.m. Can we go back to our home? It seems I was wrong. Miss MVOA isn't hiding anything. So we're definitely stuck. At least we understood all what happened this really peculiar morning.
Are we really stuck? Is this really the end? Can the mask escape without letting a single clue? That's impossible. All which is not the truth necessarily contains a flaw. In this whole incredible case, we necessarily missed a detail. We should recap all this case. We'll probably find something. Okay, I'll give you one last chance. Otherwise, we'll have problems. Oh, that's your problem, not mine. Let me the job, and let's recap all of this case and try to solve it.
I have been recording for an hour and 19 minutes and 56 seconds.
The biggest attack against terrorism imagined by the mask began 2 weeks ago with Biasen. The mask prepared their first murder, Huddalot's murder. The serial killer injected with a syringe some poxer filled to Hotalard. They put her in a room full of flowers in order to kill her with asphyxia. They were frequently checking if the victim was dead. This morning she died, and the mask got rid of the syringe. They removed the rare flower from the flower pot we have and gone to Denlow Nerd's bar. They hid themselves into the secret room of the cellar. Biasen came with Bill Wires, the mask kidnapped the boy yesterday. When Neil Abkur and Bill Wires drank the sleeping pill and Biasen gone, the mask gone take Bill. The mask took Bill's dresses and sent him to the secret room. Denlow came and was hit by the pot. Then they sent Nerd to the cellar and stabbed him, and they did the trick to accuse Bill. While Biasen took Bill to send him to Moncarvas office, the mask arrived, then killed him. Finally, thanks to an automatic gun and a fishing rod, they killed Flora Lost.
Wow, that was a lot.
I don't think an evidence file information will be useful for such a long testimony. Just object would be nice.
Okay, but still, I don't have to object anywhere. Let's go.
I'm slightly bothered by the fact that there's no music here. I don't know what to think here. They were frequently checking if the victim was dead. This morning she died and the mask got rid of the syringe.
Objection.
I don't know why I clicked there. I genuinely don't know why I clicked there. The mask prepared the first murder, a lot of horse murder. The serial killer injected with a syringe some pox or built a lot of heart. I mean, bottle heart. They put her in a room full of flowers in order to kill her with asphyxia. They were frequently checking if the victim was dead. This morning she died and the mask got rid of the syringe. They removed the rare flower from the flower pot we haven't got.
Objection.
Wait a minute. Make a throw?
What does that mean?
Make a throw? What the fuck? How did you... I don't think it was ever mentioned that... I don't think it was ever mentioned that Bill mentioned that he recognized the flower pot and that he saw a rare flower, but I don't think it was ever specifically said that the broken flower pot had that rare flower in the first place. They were just mentioned to have been in the same place, if I recall right.
Wait, Mr. Midgethrope, how did you know that the pot contained a beautiful and rare flower? What? Bill said it, no?
Bill never mentioned that.
Holy fuck! No!
Oh fuck! No! Midgethro, no! Yes, I don't think I have. However, that's true.
How did you know that, Mr. Midgethrope? I certainly made an assumption. Don't worry, Defense. That's quite weird, though. However, we have an important problem. We're stuck. No doubts about it, unfortunately. That's the end, I must admit. At least I did all I could.
I'm very skeptical here.
I can do exploits, not miracles. I'm disappointed, Defense.
That's not a problem, Hut. The mask is the most clever person in the world, it seems. What you did is already brilliant.
Unfortunately, this terrible man will escape. Again.
Unfortunately. How did you know it's a man specifically?
Wait a second. How do you know that the mask is a man? What? You said the mask was a terrible man. How did you know that? What? I really said that? That's probably because in my mind I imagined the mask more like a man. Don't worry, Mr. Hot, I'm not the mask.
I had been making jokes to Papaote about a potential Ellis Michatro Ace Attorney. I guess that's never happening unless they decide to break their own canon.
Is this possible? I want to be sure.
Hot, don't hesitate to push. Imagine that Michatro was really the mask. Would you prove it?
Four murders were committed, so there's necessarily a clue in one of these cases. Let's think about again all the evidence. Things in this case are keep changing. And I think I have something. Allow me to present an evidence, Your Honor. What do you want to present, defense? That would imply Michatrop's guilt.
Wait. Hold on a moment. I gotta say, I'm not sure of this one,
Take
but
that.
Allow me to go back to the case of the prosecutor's office. A videotape of the day was removed. Let me remind you that we can't see the mask on this video. But only a prosecutor could steal it.
Objection.
I see where you're coming from. But there are 18 prosecutors in this office. Why would this necessarily be me? And did you forget about the corruption? There's a corrupted prosecutor who put the hidden evidence in the trash. So the corruption system would destroy the videotape of the corridor of the thief, and not destroy this one? The videotape of the corridor of the fourth floor is clearly missing. This more looks like something the mask would do.
Mr. Vio is right.
Please stop bullying him.
I'm not bullying him. That's not my intention.
How was she bullying him?
That's a good point, Mr. VR. But can you prove that it's specifically me who stole this videotape? Oh, I'm looking so smug and not evil at all. He probably also destroyed the videotape of the video surveillance room.
If Michatro is the mask, then he was in this photo. So he entered by the trash desk door. And this changes a lot of things. We can now indirectly prove that he entered by the trash desk door.
Of course, I'll present another evidence. Let me show you something that indirectly proves that Michatro entered by the trash door.
Is it the bus ticket?
Take that.
No, it's not the bus ticket. The diagram?
Take that.
The prosecutor's office diagram. Yes, but more specifically this on the prosecutor's office.
Well, this is hard. Is it just the hall?
Take that.
Okay.
The hall? Yes, the hall is just after the entrance of prosecutor's office. If someone entered in prosecutor's office, the video surveillance camera would record it. The mask enters through the trash's door. So if the prosecutor Michatro didn't enter through the entrance, he was necessarily the person who was on the video, the mask.
Why wouldn't he just leave through the same way and then come back without the mask costume?
That's a really serious accusation against the prosecutor of the case. Please, bailiff, can you go check the prosecutor's office videotape?
Understood, Your Honor. I'm scared. Not Michatro.
So, bailiff.
Yeah.
Sorry. Everyone is starting to be tired.
I examined the video tape of the entrance as you asked, and I didn't see Mr. Michatro entering the building.
What? Mr. Michatro? I admit that I knew that the door was open.
You knew that the door was opened?
Yes, because I saw the mask enter, but thought that I was dreaming. When it was proven the mask was the killer, I realized not. But you see, like me with the video, there was no need to tell that.
We don't need to see you on this video.
Bias would certainly keep the video when the mask entered, which is logical.
Wait. Wait a fucking minute. The conversations from earlier between Biasen and Michetro that confused me, was that foreshadowing?
She was already in the video surveillance camera's room and probably nicked out the guard. But I forgot to mention it, but the video surveillance camera's room, the guard is currently at hospital.
His ability to lie is fantastic.
Michetro, how could you play with us like that? I've only known you for this one single day, and I'm already treating you like you're one of my closest friends. If you really want to accuse me, you'll need evidence as always. Do you have evidence? The mask necessarily did something peculiar. I surely have one in the court record. The mask did something peculiar that day.
The bus ticket.
Take that.
If you prove that Michetro took the bus, we can prove that he's the mask. But the question is, can you prove it? Yes, because this ticket was bought with a credit card. We just have to check the data of your credit card on your account.
Mr. Michetro.
Okay, let me log into my account.
It was bought with Biasen's account, wasn't it?
He's not confident. He's patient and calm, not like Nilab Kaur.
Okay, here's my phone with my account.
Give me that. I don't understand how that works, but Michetro indeed took the bus that the mask took.
Never fucking mind then. But if he didn't understand, how did he? Well, anyway. You don't want to stay on the witness stand.
How do you explain that, Michetro? That's the third coincidence.
Objection.
This simply means that I was in the same bus that the mask. Your coincidences all have logical explanations from mine. And you didn't prove that I committed one of the murders. Without that, I don't think you can do anything.
It's here that we see the difference between Bias and Michetro.
I can certainly prove he committed one of the murders. He probably left a fingerprint or stain somewhere.
I've been recording for 1 hour, 32 minutes, and 56 seconds. Anyway, the broken flower pot, probably? Because
Take
it was
that.
broken.
I can try this. I'm not sure, but let's go.
If this oh wait, no, with that same logic, it could have been the broken glass. I probably had the wrong logic there then.
If this works, I can stop him right now and really quickly. Earlier in this trial, we proved that the mask hit Den Loner with this flower pot. The flower pot probably exploded when it reached Mr. Nuss's head. If it exploded, maybe the debris also reached the mask. Even if they were probably wearing gloves, maybe the debris ripped his gloves, and maybe injured him a bit. Remember about this evidence?
Take that.
It's perfectly possible because Bill's shirt was ripped by the debris.
That's fair.
Do you have an injury on the hand, Mr. Michetro? Oh, that's a mild injury. Can you prove that this is the debris of the broken flower pot which caused my injury?
We can test if there is your blood on it. Well, no chances for such a little injury, but let's hope.
Please, bailiff, proceed to the test. Yes, Your Honor.
Is it actually Michetro? No, why? Wait, no, we already know the mask motive. Never mind.
So,
The test is positive.
Mr. Michetro.
So you necessarily killed Mr. Nuss. That also means that you took the flower pot that Potter lost home. So you killed her too. Am I right? Mr. Mask Throw. I did it. After all that long trial, I stopped the mask really quickly. So, Mr. Mijethro, I recommend you to stop, Mr. Hutt. You might regret it. What are you talking about? The trial is a fight against corruption, not against the mask. I can't lose and be considered as these criminals. All I did was useful. If you continue, things will turn very bad, and all our work will collapse. That's an advice. Choose your real enemy today and keep the other for tomorrow. What are you talking about? I'll stop all of this now.
But that's a warning. That's not the first time.
The false accusation of Bill I already warned you.
But our job is finished. We're here to stop corruption. That's most important than the mask for now. That's only Mr. Rios' trial, you know, that's more than it. That's the end of the revolution.
I won't stop.
But
The defense accuses Prosecutor Ellis Mijethro of being the serial killer of the mask.
Hut, stop ignoring me.
So Mr. Mijethro was really... I don't believe it. Are you really sure you want to choose this path?
Hut, he certainly was something like a forged evidence or anything, and he's warning you.
I understood, but how can he use something like that now? That's too late. I'm so close. He lost. Instead of bothering us with your speeches, can you just answer to these problems I pointed out? Okay, that's your choice. We're in a peculiar case of 4 murders. These cases have apparently no links together. In this case, you need to totally prove that I committed the 4 murders. But you didn't prove that I committed Dora Lowe's murder and Fred Moncava's murder. That's probably the last step. Finally, in this incredible case, the mask is really clever, but isn't God. All humans make mistakes. I need to think. The solution will appear by itself.
Final evidence. Yo. Is the putting gun?
Of course. That's pretty simple. At each revelation, everything changes. I'm ready to close this case with this last evidence. There's probably one thing that you didn't have time to do because of the short time before the trial. You seem pretty confident. Go ahead. Okay, fine. You claim that Mijethro didn't have the time to do something because of the trial. Then prove it.
Take that.
The gun we have isn't the weapon of the crime. I think the mask kept it with them.
Objection.
The mask probably got rid of the gun. This reaction proves I was right. I'm sure you hadn't the time to hide it because of the trial. We can go check in your home. I'm really sorry, Bailiff. If I have an accident, that's your fault. I'm sure it will work. Did you find something? We searched in Mr. Mijethro's home, and we indeed found an automatic gun. Seriously? So the mask? Or should I call you the face? I was 9. We were in the period of tyranny. My mother was an activist for the defense of liberty. She was denounced in all the corruption in media or in the judicial system. Both her and the other activists were arrested during a pacific demonstration. She also came in our home and captured me. They tortured the activists, including my mother, and they were having fun. And finally they executed her.
More gang around them, by the way.
They also violently tortured and humiliated me. But even after the end of the tyranny, corruption was still there. They benefited too much of tyranny to stop. Money, 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 money. I decided to become the mask and do exactly like them. terror, fun with execution. This story left a huge trauma. Will I be considered like these criminals? I'm sorry, Mr. Mikastro, but in taking lives, you're no better than them. Oh, my hero. It's in these kinds of situations that we see the difference between those who had luck and those that did not. A lot of people didn't ask to suffer. They were just there by chance. They didn't do anything, and the fate took them whereas they were innocent. They destroyed my innocence. How can you be empathetic and understand me? Am I like these criminals? I'm sorry, Mikastro, but the life is the best gift we had, and it would let the defendant be accused. I knew you would defend Bior well. This was your role. Every actor has their role in a movie. Why Bill? Because he wouldn't go to jail since he's a kid.
I'm speechless, Mr. Mijastro. That was the last sip of water in this. We're done with this trial. The mask and the corruption will be revealed by journalists. You're really admitting it?
Of course not, I was joking.
What?
I'm not the mask. Be serious for 2 seconds.
But do you think you're Mo?
Your Honor, I concealed one evidence that didn't make sense until now.
You what?
This evidence didn't make sense, I told you. That's still of an authentic video surveillance camera outside of Mr. Nut's bar. Let's watch it together.
Oh fuck. We already had the breakdown. What do you mean? We had the breakdown already. What do you mean it continues?
What we saw. Mr. Mbio with a cot and Bill inside.
What? What?
Do you recall about the card found in Moncarlo's office? That's the same. Moreover, he was leaving the scene of a crime. That's not a coincidence. That's evidence.
What the fuck?
You mean the defendant was guilty from the beginning? God damn, this was a huge waste of time.
That's not me on this photo. I have to admit that I was hiding something. When I was in Hadalar's home, I saw a second Oscar Bior. I would make another comment about, oh wow, how fucking convenient. But this is like the most inconvenient time to point it out, because this seems... I'm sure someone will point out that this seems too convenient. But who would believe me?
Mr. Mbio, no one's gonna fucking believe you now. That's unfortunately too late, Mr. Mbio. You should have believed in your lawyer.
Objection.
You disguised yourself like you did with Bill. Can you prove it? I can prove that Mr. Mbio cannot be the killer. He was already in prosecutor's office when the mask came. But I don't take too many risks in saying that the mask could cut part of the tape to not see in him. Leave the prosecutor's office by the trash's door, dress up with his costume and go back. My evidence is strong.
Why would he remove the costume in the first place? But...
He only met Cutter Biason, who is the mask's accomplice, so we don't care about her.
Please stop bullying the witness.
He was in Flora Law's office during Fred Von Carlos murder. This is Neil Poach's testimony, which proves it, and no need to recall you that he is corrupted. Plus, this is Cutter Biason, the masked accomplice who discovered the body.
Objection.
How do you explain the automatic gun in your home?
She probably broke into my home.
In that case, we're stuck between the guilt of Oscar Mio and Mikastro. You can't only sentence the defendant.
We just have to ask the judge.
We planned all.
Your Honor.
Okay, here's my decision. Mr. Mio is guilty of the different murders committed this... What? I was more convinced by the prosecution with his evidence. There isn't any doubt. But... Mr. Mijastro.
I'm really sorry, Mr. Hart, but you can't say that I didn't warn you. I told you to choose your enemy. This was a trial for the defense of justice more than Oscar Bior's trial. Now, how the corruption will stop? they'll profit from the defendant's sentence. You had the choice, but you decided to continue. You can't only blame me. I mean, the mask.
The worst part is that he's not wrong.
No, I necessarily have evidence. Your Honor, let me present an evidence.
I have no idea what. I don't know. I'm gonna close my eyes and just get something. The autopsy report. I feel a bit skeptical about that. Okay, just for the lols. I'm gonna save it just for the lols. Okay. Autopsy report. Wait a fucking minute. Regardless of which one of these two I presented, the freaking life bar didn't start flashing. Are they both the actual answer, or is that just a mistake? I need to see this.
I'm sorry, Mr. Hutt. You lost. No!
Damn. Did we get the bad ending?
Alright, the defendant is on the stand. This bias and you two will be arrested.
No, that's unfair. Mr. Hutt, do something.
The court will render the verdict of Mr. Oscar Miar accused of murdering Miss Flora Lors.
Just tell us what you saw, Mr. Envio. That's also your fault. The result is exactly the opposite that I expected. All we did was useless. All this big trial to prove things that weren't useful to identify the mask. Finally, all we did was useless.
I hereby declare the defendant, Mr. Oscar Miar, guilty.
What the f- What? Damn, I was near to fail, but that's not thanks to me that I won though. But these dumb people didn't notice the big contradiction in the case which could kill us. My plan to get rid of Mio finally worked. It was Abcore the whole time? What? Are we... I... That's not every day, said me. The chief of corruption directly acts himself in a case. What?
A turnabout may be hiding at the story, but places.
This... I... But I... I'm gonna take a look at the fucking walkthrough to see... To see if, like, what the actual answer there is. It says present what you want. Is this the only ending? That can't be. No way. No fucking way. It can't end like this. Oh no 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 no. What was the big contradiction? What I will be interrogating the creator after this. I will be doing an interrogation. This... Was this supposed to have a bad ending this whole time? No, there's no way. There is no way that's it. That can't be it. After everything, this is how it ends? No way. No, I don't believe that. I am actively checking the freaking editor on my phone to see if there's an actual answer to that, or if it's actually a doomed... Oh my god. This case was doomed from the start? I am genuinely flabbergasted. I did not expect that. Oh my... The thumbnail of this video is going to have a sad face. I wish they make a sequel someday, because this was really good. There really is no other answer. This is it! This is it! Oh my god! Gosh, that was good. Honestly, just this ending might make this my favorite, my favorite of the two standalone cases that Papate has made. I'm not sure. I'm a big fan of Turnabout Hall, but this ending might actually have made me like this more. Holy heckin' fuck! Well, that's it then. And they lived unhappily ever after. Thank you for watching. Have a beautiful rest of your day, everyone. Adios.